Hello, Arla friends. So I'm super excited. I'm Chef Joey Prats, by the way. I'm really excited about today's episode of At Home with Arla, Beverage Edition, because we're doing something very special. One of the raging trends when it comes to beverages these days is called Dalgona coffee. Okay, so I'm sure most of you have heard Dalgona coffee. So we're doing that today, but we're putting a twist to it. So you stay tuned, you sit back and relax because this is going to be a very exciting episode in terms of what product output we're going to have. Okay, so we're using two Arla products in this recipe. We're using Arla chocolate flavored milk. I love chocolate flavored milk. I don't know about you. I grew up on chocolate flavored milk. I've tried so many brands, and recently when I was a kid, it came in glass bottles. I'm sure if you're my age, if you're like over 50, you know what I mean. But recently, as I was growing up, the quality changed. And I'm looking for that, kind of chocolate milk with that super rich chocolatey flavor. And I haven't found it until I met Arla chocolate flavored milk. Now, this is not a hard sell. This is the honest truth. Now, every night before going to bed, I have a big glass of this over ice. I'm done. I'm a happy boy. So, I'm going to share this recipe with you, and using Arla chocolate flavored milk, the way to go. Okay, we're also using high stability whipping cream, and this has been my favorite whipping cream since I was introduced to this, because this is the kind of cream that's once it's whipped, it stays firm, it stays whipped for longer periods of time, even in temperatures that are not so cool. Okay, and this is most especially useful when you're living in a country like ours, okay, where it's hot all the time. Okay, so we're doing first we're doing the chocolate sauce. And you say, why is there a chocolate sauce? Because this is a chocolate Dalgona coffee. All right? So we're going to decorate our glasses with some whirls of chocolate sauce to make it a lot more pretty and a lot more presentable, because this is, after all, a leveled up, high-end Dalgona coffee. Okay? And I'm sure you're going to love it. We're going to start off by making a chocolate sauce, basically a ganache. Okay? A light ganache. And we're going to use that for our decorating our glasses. Okay, we'll begin with our whipping cream, high stability, placing it in our saucepan. Okay, turn on my stove to low. Now, we're going to bring this to a simmer. Don't let it come to a boil, just simmer, okay? In my bowl, I have my Belgian chocolate, which has been chopped up. This is 55%. I don't want the chocolate that's too bitter, so I choose 55%. Now, feel free to use something like a 64% or a 70% that has more body and character and bitterness to it. But for me, this is perfect for this recipe. All right? So my cream is starting to simmer, and I'm going to pour this over the chocolate, give it a quick stir, and presto, you've got chocolate sauce. All right, here we go. All right? We allow this to stand for about 30 seconds, and then we give it a good stir. So we allow the chocolate, you say, why do we have to let it stand for 30 seconds? We want the chocolate to start to soften and melt, so that when we stir it, you get a nice smooth ganache that's perfect for our purpose. All right? Okay, so here we go. Start stirring. Okay, make sure you stir this well so that all the lumps would dissolve. You end up with a very smooth chocolate sauce. If you want, you can put like a teaspoon of vanilla to give it some extra oomph. All right, so let me get my spatula, scrape the sides of my bowl. When you're into pastry, it helps if you're a little bit obsessive compulsive, like scraping the sides of the bowl frequently. It really helps to improve your baking. Now, I'm going to transfer this to a squeeze bottle. Okay, make sure, take a sniff of the inside. doesn't smell like ketchup or mustard. We're going to transfer our chocolate sauce into our squeeze bottle and then use it to decorate our glasses, okay? So I'll have my assistant do this on the side. Ray, please, thank you. Now, we're using 370 ml glasses for this. You can use any glass you want, of course, but I think this is perfect. It's called a Poco Grande glass, 370 ml, and it looks so pretty. And our Dalgona coffee will look fantastic once we serve it in these little glasses, all right? Now, the next step, once we decorate our glasses, we put the glasses in the freezer for 5 minutes to set the chocolate sauce against the glass. And we're going to make the next component of this recipe, which is the Dalgona foam. Now, I've heard a lot of students tell me, Chef, it's so difficult to get the Dalgona foam really nice and stiff. It takes a lot of effort to do it. And I've come up with a method of doing it in 1 minute. So I'm sure you're excited to find out how to do this. So just sit back, relax, enjoy, because we're coming up with that in a minute. Okay, I have my chocolate sauce here. All right, take one of your glasses and just make swirls. Doesn't have to be uniform. You just want your glass to be decorated with some artsy fashion so that when it freezes and you pour your milk and your Dalgona foam into it, it will look fabulous. So I'm going to do that with 2 more glasses. And then you pop your glasses into your freezer for about 5 minutes or so, just until the chocolate sets your sauce. Make this as abstract as you can. All right, there you go. When the idea of Dalgona coffee was, brought to my attention, I wasn't that excited about it. But when I tried it, boy, was it good. I know a lot of you have seen our teaser for these videos we're doing. And you're so excited about this, and I am so excited to bring it to you because I know you're going to be so happy with the result. So this goes into the freezer, 5 minutes, and while this is in the freezer, I'll prepare the Dalgona foam, okay? All right, so we're back. Now we're going to do the Dalgona foam. Now, a lot of students have told me that they are intimidated with this Dalgona foam because they watch videos on YouTube or any other sources, and they say, it took so long to get that foam going. And I did watch it and I saw it, and yeah, it does take a lot of time for the foam to build if you're doing it the manual way with, a hand whisk and a bowl, which you can do in your own homes. It takes about 10 minutes for the foam to build using this piece of equipment here. But I have come up with a way, if you have the piece of equipment, it's called an immersion blender. Some call this a stick blender, okay? All you need is this, with this attachment, the whisk attachment, and you're going to need a narrow vessel, okay? You need a narrow vessel because the ingredients for the Dalgona foam is in such small quantities, okay? So all you have to do is to put our ingredients, namely, we've got hot water, got sugar, castor sugar, and instant coffee powder. Now, choose a good instant coffee powder because at the end of the day, the flavor, the taste of this will all depend on the quality of coffee powder you use, okay? So use a very good, the best coffee powder you can find. If you can find coffee crystals, like the freeze-dried espresso granules, that's better, okay? So give this a quick mix. I'm just swirling my pitcher here. And then using your immersion blender, we're going to whip this. So from 10 minutes, we'll do it in 1 minute. All right, here we go. So let me just set this to, okay, I haven't used this in a long time. All right, here we go. All right, can you see this? It's starting to foam. And we're not even 20 seconds into whipping this. All right, we're about 30 seconds now. All right, we're almost there. See how beautiful that foam is building? All right, let's check our foam. Yep, nice and stiff. So this is our foam. I'll set this aside because next we're going to start assembling our drink. My glasses are nice and chilled. They came from the freezer. The chocolate sauce is set. Next, I'm going to fill the glasses with some ice. All right. You can use crushed ice if you want or shaved ice, but I like my ice to be just regular ice cubes, all right? Not too big. All right, so we put about 60 grams of ice per glass. All right, so this is a very trendy thing nowadays, and you see this everywhere. Actually, social media is full of this. You see it on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. And I don't know how this craze got started, but it's here, guys. All right, next, after filling your glass with some ice, we're going to fill it up with some Arla chocolate flavored milk. So I've got some chocolate milk here. Fill it up. Okay, leave about an inch and a half of space from the top. Actually, I'm good with this, but this is Dalgona coffee, so we need some Dalgona foam. Take your Dalgona foam. The best way is just to spoon this on top. Okay. Now, I've tried piping this, but still the easiest way to do this is to just spoon it. And then we're going to create little spikes to give it a very pretty appearance. Doesn't that look fantastic? All right, and then a little sprinkling of either cocoa powder. In my case, I'm using cinnamon because I love the combination of chocolate and cinnamon. Just a little bit. And there you have it, chocolate Dalgona coffee. This is a very delicious drink which your family and friends will surely enjoy. So I hope you enjoyed our video tutorial of this exciting drink. There are more wonderful recipes to come on our At Home with Arla series. So I hope to see you again very soon. This is Chef Joey Prats for Arla Philippines.